Hey guys, it's Dima from Dimus Tech. Google announced recently the beta version of the Android N, the next Android which will be probably Android 6.1 or 7. Probably it will be 6.1 since Android N currently shows us just small but great modifications. So what I'm going to do now is actually enroll my device, my Nexus 6P. You can do that as well with Nexus 6P, Nexus 5X, Nexus 9, and I assume some other Nexus devices as well. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is enroll the beta to receive it on OTA, over the air, which means that I'll receive sort of over the air update, basically a system update like you usually receive every month, like security updates or whenever a new version comes out, and I'll receive the new beta of Android N. Now N stands for nobody knows, not yet. I believe that even Google haven't decided yet. It might be Nutella, Nougat, whatever. Anyway, for now, let's do the enroll and see what will happen. So basically what happens is like this. You can update to the beta version, which is fully unrecommended for your daily usage. Now I'm going to update my daily device, which is the Nexus 6P. I will try the features, I'll try it out, and if it's not stable enough, I will revert back to the Android 6 to Android Marshmallow. So basically, when you update, everything is good and fine as you would update any Android version. But if you want to downgrade, that's a total different story. You will basically have to download the stock images from Google of Android Marshmallow for your device and refresh them, which will basically erase everything on your phone, basically reset it. So I don't really care because I already backed up everything with TWRP and with ADB backup. So I'm going to click I agree and join the beta. Now your device is now part of Android beta program. A system update will soon be offered to you, and while we are speaking it actually came to my device. Check to see if an update is pending for you. Navigation settings, about system updates. Useless to say, I already see the update on my phone, so we'll continue in a moment and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so what you can see now is that I have Android 6.0.1, and as you can see I already have my system update, which we'll download right now. And here you can see that it's Android beta program. So what I'm going to do now is basically click download and it will start downloading the Android N, which is, by the way, 1 gig point 126 megabytes point 7. So yeah, it is starting to download now, and whenever it is downloaded we will continue. So the download has finished, and now basically we are going to restart and install. So it will reboot in about 10 seconds, as it says. So here we go. Now it does some preparing to update. I believe it will do it only on the beta program and not on the final version, but I don't really know what are they changing in the upgrading process, so it might change as well. So after a pretty regular update, I would say, we are back to the Android. Okay, 1 second. So as you can see, everything seems normal. I don't see anything that is missing. Well, there was some icon here, but I believe it was a battery widget, so whatever. Let's check the fingerprint works. And here you can see the new notifications that you have here. So you can see the Android N a new like logo, I would say. Now basically it's a temporary logo which will probably be replaced in the future. Something with something with facial recognition has changed. Let's check that out. So yeah, you can add trusted faces. Okay, that sounds nice. So there's a little bug, probably because of Kerberos, that I can't always take out notifications, but that's something that I do know. So as you can see, the movement is kinda more clear. You can edit the quick settings. So basically you can, add things. You do need to, okay, yeah, so yeah, you can edit them like that. And yeah, you can remove them as well. So I'm not gonna play with that right now. What we're going to do is go to the settings, which is also a little bit different. So you have suggestions here, and you can do it like that. So you can basically from every setting window move from one to another in a pretty quick way. Let's go to the about. And yeah, Android version N. It doesn't have anything. And here you can see just the Easter egg, sort of. You don't see here nothing. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So you still have your, you have more than one player. You can now add more players if you want with your sort of Flappy Bird game. So yeah, the usual game is here, and as always, it's too hard to play. Anyway, what else? So in the notifications, you can see those quick settings here. You can customize it as well. So if, for example, I move the hotspot, so you can do it like that. You have to click edit and then change the order. So let's try to move the hotspot to the beginning. I believe this way we'll have the hotspot here. Yeah, so yeah, you can change it as well. That's one thing. Now, so one of the cool things that you can do now is use your sort of multitasking button as an alt tab on your computer. So basically you can switch between windows. So as you can see, I'm doing it now. But there are other options that I want to show you. I believe we can find it somewhere in the settings. Now again, I'm not really familiar with everything here, so it's a little bit hard for me to tell where everything is. So you can basically disable and enable fast toggle and show full important settings. I have no idea what it is. I believe it will show more info. But the coolest thing is the enable split screen swipe up gesture. So if you remember in the previous video I showed how to enable on Android Marshmallow via a little, I would say, crazy way the option to multitasking. This time it's basically already inside, so as you can see you can use more than one app. So let's go ahead and try, for example, entering Google Chrome. Let's obviously enter to Demustek. Now I sadly have no idea how you move that. I mean, how do you switch it? If you want to switch it, I have no idea how to do that. So really, I have no freaking idea how to switch that thing. But as you can see, you can change the bottom up. And now I have no idea how to, switch it. But I believe if you press the home button, no, not yet. Maybe like that. Okay, so I believe if we'll press now, yeah. So now we can drag the demo stack, for example, up, and here we probably can, I believe, check YouTube, for example, and yeah. So now, for example, we can run a video. So if we'll choose some music video, let's lower down the volume. Yeah, my friend's gonna laugh because of that video. It's a long story, but now basically you can have sort of split screen with YouTube, or maybe not. You know what? No, it's just paused for some reason, but as you can see, it still works. Oh, so wow. So YouTube have a protection for that already. Basically, you need to be on YouTube app. You can't use in the while another app and just listen to music or whatever. So that trick won't work, sadly, but it's a cool thing that now we know it. So basically, as you can see, it's easy to switch the bottom up. It's a little bit harder to understand exactly how do you switch the upper up, but I think you just exit the multitask and then you can switch whatever you want. So that's one of the options. So let me try something else. Right now I have the Google Now telling me the weather, so I assume we can, no, there is no more info, but as you can see there's a lot of info, and if you remember there was sort of long press that you could do, so yeah, you can still do that, but now you can just swipe and then stop, and you have the setting here as well. So that's great. It's a little bit different. And if I would receive now Gmail, as I've seen on other reviews that other people did, you basically can get more info out of your mails in the notification, up to the level that it will show you each mail or something like that. And in Hangouts, obviously we've already seen it on Android 6, on Android Marshmallow, you can quick reply from the notifications as well. Let's go ahead and hit settings for a moment. Let me check, there was something else. Oh yeah, those from now on will work both when it's, for example, in the middle of night, if you leave your phone, and even if it's in your pocket. So, for example, if you are walking or something, you know, going somewhere, and it's sort of a long trip, it will basically launch those and consume less battery. Another thing, I believe we can go to the battery and basically see some probably newer stuff or something. I don't see anything new except that it looks a little different, a little bit, I don't know, cooler, I would say. As far as I know, for some reason I cannot. That's weird. So yeah, for some reason I cannot use back. Okay, here I can. There should be somewhere something pretty cool that people actually really wanted that is called night mode. Now, sadly, I can't see that. Oh yeah, display size. So that's something that's actually very cool for those of you who actually have problem seeing what's on the device, for example. You can actually make everything larger, so sort of, you know, make it easier to see our things. Now, I just received an email, so let me just take that back to the default. Oh crap, that's too much. It's a little, I wouldn't say buggy, but it takes time, so whenever you do that. So yeah, I have a Gmail right now, and as you can see, it's already opened to the biggest level, but this is something that you're probably already familiar with. So this is how a regular Gmail notification would look. Then you can basically open it more and more. Now here I have only one mail, so that's it. You can delete it, reply, whatever. but if you would have more mails, you could see all of them, and then actually go inside each of them and also do the delete reply or archive, whatever is your setting. So that's really cool. So yeah, one thing that I still cannot find is actually an option that makes your device like in sort of a night mode. I have no idea where it is, really. I'm not really sure. We can actually dig in and find it, but I believe we will have plenty of time to do that. Let me check if there is something else that I can show you pretty quick. You have some sort of notification settings here. Oh yeah, that's if you don't want to receive notifications for specific apps, you can turn it off here. Another thing that I just remembered, and yeah, I have no idea where to find that one as well, but basically you can probably in data usage you can first of all you have data saver, so you can restrict data, for example, in more convenient ways, and somewhere here you should be able to check which apps are restricted and which are not, so that's very cool. That's something that's actually really worth when you go abroad. By the way, I've been to the United States just a few weeks ago, and it would be awesome if I could, for example, restrict Facebook or, I don't know, for example, my BitTorrent Sync app, so it won't sync on your data that you are limited abroad. It would be very helpful. So basically, that's pretty much it. But the most important probably is that the app drawer is still here. So you can see all the apps in the app drawer. Everything looks, I would say, pretty much the same, I don't know, it feels better. Definitely. Let's try maybe... I don't know, everything seems pretty much fine. So basically I don't see any issues with that version for now, but I'll have to use it to know more. I believe that it won't take more than 24 hours till I'll go back to the regular Android 6 Marshmallow, but it's just because usually those versions aren't very stable. Now, what happens with this beta is basically if, for example, you will get... If for example Google will release a newer beta version, you will receive it over the air. Whenever Android N, the final version, will come out, you'll receive it over the air as well, and then you'll exit the Android beta program as a regular user, and that's it. You'll have the latest version as always. So if it won't be too buggy, I'll stay on that version, and if it will have bugs that I won't be able to use it on daily usage, I will just refresh my Android Marshmallow backup, and that's it. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much what Android N shows us for now. You know what to do. As always, like this video if you liked it, dislike if you didn't. Don't forget to share this video and this channel to all your friends so they will know all that cool stuff as well. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and when you do, don't forget to mark the V to receive future video updates. See you in the next one! You'll see the phone rebooting into the bootloader in a moment. Here it is.